to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Mississippi State's offense takes the field. Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterback.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that too. Like expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Red pass, it's complete. Brings him to the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here tonight.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play this. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
He's open on the right. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Nestled just inside that right upright. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On the option, they'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Falcons line up to punt it away.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets rid of it. Finds a tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Aurora. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Aurora. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State going up tempo. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
He'll do it himself. Got it inside the 50. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. He would not be denied.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. The Falcons decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. how about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running a drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
42 Spider. Looking for room, it's Aurora. Smashes ahead. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
All right, guys, let's chat about it. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Air Force. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They try to get it outside on the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here comes the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. He'll set up to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Boyd. He'll take the deep shot. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's on target and complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Calls his own number. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the... of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will keep it. Sweet cut there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's out past the 35. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
The Falcons will punt this one away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's Knight. Quick strike complete. Stop it. He'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football. Almost had the big play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's got 93 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they try to go option. QB gets tackled for a loss. Now, play caller, you got to be careful with all these QB runs. You don't want your guy taking so many hits because now you're risking injury. You got to be careful how many times you want him keeping the football.
Using his legs to buy some time. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. Buys a little extra time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. The option look. He'll toss it. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on the... Team play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. Playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Kitchings. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Really nice job on the option that time, and obviously this running back has had himself a day, right? And this defense has figured it out. They're keying on him. You saw all the defenders that time run his way, but nope.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here we go, here we go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Kitchings. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try the run. Running the green. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the back. On the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He'll take it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Kitchings. Rushes on him. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Wide open downfield. Racing to the right. They're able to keep him out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to slam in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They booted away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Right back to the well. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.